So if you have a dedicated lease purchase or wholesale real estate Facebook page, this video now goes directly, instantly into Facebook, or it goes into a link in Twitter, or you can copy the code and embed it in your web page or your blog. And you can take this one video or this one picture or this one article and send it in so many different places and get this this viral effect. If it's interesting, if it is compelling, people will start researching. Gee, what Joe did this one fun podcast with Claude Diamond. What other podcasts has Joe done? You want to stop being a secret, and you have to start marketing the way people are. What are people doing today? They're going on their iPhone. Go to any airport, go to any schoolyard. Everybody's doing the same thing. They're watching their little phone.
Yeah, which also leads to a great point that people need to remember. You need to be reachable. So you need to put your contact information on your videos, whether it's an email, whether it's your phone number, whether it's a website. I would encourage you to give all of that away. Give your website, give your phone number, give your email address. Maybe you're really, really into Twitter. Give your Twitter handle. But I think it's important that you're always driving people back somewhere where you can communicate with them, you can talk to them, and nothing is better than the phone. But I'd also suggest always give people their website. And so when you do these videos and you post them to Facebook and YouTube and Twitter, Periscope, or whatever, you can take those and create and put them on your website as well and turn them into a blog post. Because that's the stuff that Google, the search engines,
exactly,
that are going out and crawling to get all this information, get that and put it. They'll rank that when somebody types in St. Louis lease purchase homes. They'll see all the content that you have on your blog. Your blog will come up there on the top of the generic search results, and there on your website you can collect emails. You can give them your phone number and get in touch with them. Right, Claude?
Yeah, exactly. And so you got to be approachable. People want to learn about you, and if they're reading, watching, listening, whatever medium you choose, they're going to discover you. You're a podcaster. I'm a YouTuber. Our friend Tom Wade. Tom is constantly on Facebook. Tom is using Facebook brilliantly. Okay, I've started with YouTube. I've expanded into Facebook myself and Twitter and Instagram. And so I'm working right now like heck to learn Snapchat, which it seems that only the kids are really good at this. But I'll tell you right now, I'm gonna give you future predictions here, Joe. Snapchat is going to explode before the end of the year. Everybody who says I have absolutely no interest in Snapchat, this will be one of the new social mediums that you're going to be using. Let me talk a minute about the content, if that's okay. When you're putting out this content in whatever medium you're using, and pick one. Don't be a master of all of them. Just pick one, like Joe said. We're in a content-driven society. They don't want commercials. People don't even watch regular TV anymore, or regular radio. They'd rather watch Netflix or Amazon Prime or Apple TV. They don't want, or they record everything. They don't want commercials. They want content that is pertinent to the search. So give them exactly what they want and make it non-commercial. Just put the content out there, and you will earn such a loyal following of people who will call you with properties, who will call you with deals, who will, all the different things. My phone, I am getting, Joe, my business, this is 2016, very early in the year. My business has changed dramatically the last, I'd say, 18 months. So, because I've been consistent in this marketing. I am getting quality phone calls of people calling me. I am virtually attracting people who have deals, want me in deals, want me to buy deals, sell me deals, whatever. This is all coming through social media because of the creative, consistent content. It has to be contemporary, okay? It has to be related to the year and the time that you're talking about now. And it has to be in some way entertaining or informative for these people. And if you can do this in the written blogging, Facebook, putting in pictures or audio or video. By the way, Facebook is now doing something called Facebook Live.
Yeah.
And you've had a little experience with that.
I did 2 or 3 of them today.
Yeah. And this is also something, this is like, I am so excited, Joe. This is the best time I've ever seen to get into this business. Okay? I mean, everything you need to do marketing for this business, you can hold in your hand right now. And a little iPhone or Android, you can do all your marketing right there. Okay? It doesn't mean you have to do just this. You can still do your mailers and other things. But I have found that if I can consistently put up content, I am getting wonderful leads that are being monetized for my real estate and my training business and my educational side of my business like I've never, ever seen before. And nobody except Joe McCall and Claude Diamond are talking about this right now. Doesn't that blow you away?
Well, I still do the direct-to-seller marketing, right? I still do direct mail, Google pay-per-click ads, sending text messages through Craigslist. That's still important. But this is something that everybody really needs to consider adding into their marketing portfolio, adding into their marketing of creating consistent. And guys, if you just do this once or twice and think that that's enough, you're completely wrong. This is a long-term play that has rich dividends over the long haul. So you need to be committed to doing this every day, every week, for the next 3 years. And you'll really start, I know that sounds crazy, like that's a long time, but you start doing enough of this content marketing, the social media stuff, you're going to eventually start getting probably more leads coming in, more quality leads coming in from your network than you are from the direct to seller marketing that you're doing with direct mail and stuff like that. Claude, I want to ask you about the phone because social media is always changing, new technology. Some people are intimidated by it. Some people just can't keep up. It's always changing. There's new things, but nothing really changes when it comes to the phone, right? I mean, is your money still made on the phone, or do you close people by Snapchatting them or tweeting them?
It's a great point. It's always going to come out. We're talking about there's 3 tiers of creative real estate. You have to have the knowledge. You got to know the strategies, whether it's wholesale, lease purchase, subject to, whatever floats your boat. You've got to have some kind of knowledge of this business and the paperwork and things. The second part is what we're talking about today, the marketing. Okay, how do you get the leads? How do you get better leads, quality leads than your competition faster? Okay, how do you virtually attract people to call you with the deals, to bring you the deals all day long? And the third tier is how do you convert that marketing into actual deals? You have to, and I've been on this podcast before where we talk about sales, learning how to ask questions, using a gut sales method, asking questions of people, qualifying them up front, and getting over that whole cold call phobia that many of us, including me, have had in the past. If I can speak to 5 new people a day, and you know what? With social media marketing now, I have more than 5 people. I get emails, Joe, I get texts, I get live phone calls, I get Skypes, I get people on my Facebook page asking me questions. I have more people than I know what to do with, so I can make quality, warm calls all day long, and those calls are monetized thanks to sales. Could I talk one thing new that is really exploding on the market? And I'd be remiss if I didn't talk about that. We just mentioned Facebook Live. That means if you're putting out content, pictures, movies from YouTube, or articles and all different kinds of things on your Facebook page, now if you're at a property or something interesting happens, you can actually broadcast it live on Facebook Live. But Facebook Live is a little late to the game right now. So something new, I'm going to give this is inside information. Not many people know about it. YouTube, as YouTube is coming out with something called YouTube Contact. It's supposedly this month, that's the rumors, it's going out. Okay, don't get mad at me if it comes out in May, but YouTube is going to come out with YouTube Contact and give competition to Facebook Live, where you can now broadcast right from your iPhone spontaneously and do your core marketing right from your iPhone. We also have Meerkat, which maybe none of you have ever heard, which started the whole revolution just a little over a year ago for live streaming and broadcasting. And Meerkat led to Periscope. And if you haven't gone to Periscope, download the application. It is so simple to use. and you will find so much interesting information on Periscope. Or you can watch other people like we're doing, like Joe and I did earlier today, or you can actually do your own broadcasting. Joe, you froze up a little there, buddy. Am I going to get you back? Let's see if we can get him back.
Yeah, I lost you for a second. I apologize.
It's okay. So I
can hear you and see you now.
Okay, good. I was talking about Meerkat, Periscope. We're going to be getting YouTube contact soon, and we have Facebook Live. And then the new game changer that came out is called Blab. Blab is where you can have a conference call and do like a little meetup group. Okay, and you can set up an informal conversation or topic and talk to people, and these things go all over the world, Joe. That's the amazing thing. You can make it local or you can make it international, and so you're not a secret anymore, and people are discovering you to do deals, to buy deals, sell deals, to get information, life insurance, real estate, whatever you're selling. You now can market yourself and be your own NBC. Nothing but Claude.
Or your NB Joe.
Is this the best time in the world that you've ever seen where the technology is coming together with the marketing for us to reduce our costs? My overhead, I spend no money on marketing except an occasional Facebook boost. I get quality leads. Okay, people calling me in or contacting me without spending any money using social media and live streaming. And I have this all on the mind map for folks.
It's fantastic.
I'm so excited about it.
What is, if people want to follow you on Twitter and Periscope, what is your
just type
Twitter
in,
handle?
Just go into Google. I don't even have to give out my phone number or anything anymore, Joe. All they have to do is go into Google and type in Claude Diamond or hashtag Claude Diamond, and they'll find me on Facebook. They'll find me on YouTube. They'll find me on wherever. They'll find my webpage. It's all there, and just by putting in my name, because I have so much content there, they will see tons of stuff. What's really great is if they type in Claude Diamond into Google and then hit video, I will go right on the top of the Google search. Right there, because I have so many consistent videos that I put in. Or if they type in lease purchase, since I put out so many lease purchase videos or sales videos, if they type that in, not always the first, but usually in the top 10 for searches, because I'm putting out this consistent content.
Yeah, so I just did a search for Joe McCall Periscope, and my Twitter link came up with my Periscopes in there. There's also a search, Perisearch, and that link doesn't work anymore. So anyway, just Google it, and you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Periscope, Twitter, YouTube, all things Google. They control the internet now these days.
We're in such a competitive business, Joe. We're in creative real estate. We're not the only guys in this game. Okay, why are people? You got to reverse engineer it. And I know we got to wind this up pretty soon, but what you reverse in somebody who's new in real estate or wants to learn about wholesale or lease purchase, what are they going to do? They're going to go into Google. They're going to look for information. Are they going to find Joe's podcast or Claude's videos? Are they going to find us? Are we going to put out such quality content that is compelling and contemporary, and they're going to say, hey, I like these guys. Maybe they have something to offer me. I need to do more research or watch more of their videos or podcasts about them. And then they discover us, they go to our webpage, and then they eventually call us up to do business in real estate. And that's the difference between today and 20 years ago.
Yeah, so true. Well said, Mr. Claude.
Thank you, sir.
And by the way, how many Twitter followers do you have?
I don't even know. I haven't checked it in a while. We have a lot. I have almost 400 videos on YouTube. I have thousands of followers on YouTube. I have done broadcasts on Periscope where I had hundreds of people just jump on spontaneously and listen to me talk about gut sales or real estate or social media. And people who never heard of me loved the title in the live stream, and they thought gee, this is interesting and it's live, and they can contribute by texting me questions. I can do a spontaneous Q&A anytime I want on any topic I want, and I can start getting new followers or new people who want to sell their home or buy a home or invest in real estate. I can do this all spontaneous. I can do it without a lot of planning, without putting on a postage stamp, without spending any money. And here, let me give one other tip, Joe. If somebody's listening to this and they're saying, gee, that's easy for you and Joe to say. You guys are creative types. What if I'm not the kind of person who likes to do videos or write long articles or do photos and stuff? You can utilize one of the great applications out there is called Sniply, SNIP.ly. And Sniply, which is free, by the way, or you can upgrade, allows you to take favorite web pages or videos from other people and actually get people linking to people so that they can find you or gravitate towards your web page or social media. So you can actually take, without copyright infringement, of course, you can actually take other people's interesting articles and retweet them to other people, but they will see your little banner embedded inside the email. This is new stuff that is coming. And the thing about this, Joe, it's constantly changing. And we in the creative real estate business have to change with this if we're going to stay on top of all this.
Very well said. Very, very good. And just so I'm clear too, guys, you don't need a huge, massive following.
No.
To have a big impact and to do a lot of deals and to meet a lot of people. It just takes, in fact, the more narrow niched you are, the better. If you're doing lease purchasing in San Diego and you wanted to be the lease purchase guy in San Diego and you start focusing all your content on San Diego rent to own, San Diego lease option, and you start pouring content into that, you start doing the videos, Periscopes, Facebooks, start adding to your blog, creating content, teaching this stuff. You may have a small list, but guess what? That small list is going to make you a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because you're not scattered. You're not the national lease purchase expert. You're not the California lease purchase expert. You're not the Southern California. You're the San Diego. You're not the real estate expert. You're the lease purchase expert. So my big advice would be to take your interest and try to niche it down to as small as you can. And you'll find that the riches are in the niches, as they say.
Exactly.
You've got to be focused on that small audience that you want to attract.
Let me share a quick story here. There's a young lady from Florida. She now lives in L.A. Her name is Amanda Oleander. All Amanda does is she's a painter. She's 24 years old, total unknown person. And what she did is every day she went on and showed people how she paints. She took them into her life. Okay, she said, this is where I buy my materials. This is what I like to draw. This is the kind of easel and paintbrushes I use. Amanda now has over 600,000 followers on Periscope. She moved to L.A. and her pictures are selling for $35,000 to $50,000.
That's amazing, isn't it?
She promoted herself. She branded herself within her community of people. And she had that camera presence, and she shared part of her life with people. And people started saying, hey, I like her art, I want to buy her art, and she just had that loyal following. We need to develop that, whether you're a realtor or an investor or a mortgage lender or whatever you do. You need to get that loyal following by putting out the content so you're no longer a stranger. So people say, I like what you're saying, it resonates with me, I want to know more about you, maybe I want to do business with you.
Well said. Very good, Claude. So where can people go to get more information about you, follow you on social media? Of course, they can just go to Google, but do you have a website, phone number you can give out?
Yeah, type in ClaudeDiamond.com. That's my webpage. Anybody can get my newsletter if they want. It's an easy form to fill out. If they want to schedule a free 30 minutes with me, they can schedule right on my webpage on TimeTrade. I always say I answer my own phone. It's getting harder and harder to do, but I try to answer as many calls as I can, and I call everyone back. 970-281-5151. Thank you, Joe.
Show the number behind you, Claude, so people on the video.
There you go on the video. 970-281.
970-281-5151.
or follow me on Periscope. I love going on Periscope, answering questions, and we do something on Friday. I don't even think you know about it. It's called Beer with Claude Fridays.
I do know about it. That's funny.
It's a lot of fun, and we all let our hair down, and for people.
Some of us do.
Joe just stroked his beautiful head for those of you on audio.
Some of us let our hair down.
You're a good sport, but it's just meeting new people and stop being a secret in this wonderful business we call creative real estate.
Yep, very good. Well said. I have walked 3.8 miles today, Claude. It's 5 o'clock my time. 3.8 miles isn't bad. Look how slow I'm walking.
You're turning into a stud muffin.
You want to see a six-pack?
There you go.
Let me go to the refrigerator. I'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe if I keep on doing this, maybe. But I enjoy it. I haven't sat down at my desk in a week, and I'm not tired. I feel good. I feel more healthy and energized. And I'm just walking. I don't think our bodies were designed to sit down in a chair all day.
Keep moving, baby. Look what Claudia just bought in, just from the FedEx guy. Just came a new pair of running shoes.
Oh wow! Good for you, Claude.
They just came in. Thank you, hon. Health. Maybe that's another episode we should talk about. How do you remain competitive? I'm the older guy in this business, and I still think I'm very competitive. I don't mind putting in a full hard work day because I love the business, but Claudia and I really focus on eating fresh fruits and salads and exercising every day.
Yeah, we do. We eat vegetables all the time. My wife even subscribes to Juice Plus or whatever it is, and we get these gummies that are supposed to be like,
Bobos.
They're so good. Like each of these little gummies has like 3 years worth of vitamins and vegetables, and so we eat a bunch of those things. But we do eat real vegetables every night. My wife is awesome. She makes just really good, healthy dinners, and we drink a ton of water. We drink a lot of water, and it's important. It's important.
Joe, get your Speedo ready for the summer.
No thanks. But I will be. Those of you listening to this. I will be this summer, the end of May. I will be in Marbella, Spain. Marbella, Spain with Tom Wade. If you guys are interested in that, go check out my other podcast, remotepropertyflipping.com. Remotepropertyflipping.com. We only have 30 seats. We just started advertising it, and we're almost 1/3 full. So we only have about 20 left already. And we've only been advertising it a day or a couple days.
When is that, Joe?
The end of May, May 26, 20 through the 28th.
Okay. And when you're flying, I'm sorry.
You gonna come, Claude?
I'm saying when they're flying back home on June 3rd, 4th, and 5th, I will be in Fort Lauderdale with my new friends Ray Mabry and Daniel Wyafi doing in a mansion with also 30 people, just doing 3 days of role playing and masterminding.
For sales training, real estate, or what is it?
Yeah, a lot of sales training, a lot of role playing, a lot of the things you and I spoke about today. I find, and I think you agree, these it seems to be a trend for these smaller, more intimate group educational type meetings.
Yeah, I like the big events. Something about the small masterminds where you can actually really connect with people and focus in on their business and help them with their breakthroughs and are really, really good. So, all right, guys, take care. We gave a lot of stuff and if you go to the show notes at realestateinvestingmastery.com, do a search for Claude and find the one that's posted sometime in April 2016. You'll see the show notes. I'll have the Periscope video that I just did earlier. I'll have a link to get to Claude's Periscope. I'll have a link to the video that we did on YouTube where we talked about the cold call. And I'll have Claude's mind map in the show notes as well. So, all right. Thanks again, Claude.
Thank you, Joe. Always fun. I'm sorry if I was a little reluctant today.
What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
Okay, all right. All right, thanks. See ya. Bye-bye.